Okay, good morning, everybody. How you doing out there, kids? Today is Tuesday, April the 2nd, 2024. I welcome you to Stock Markets with Bruce. I'm your buddy, Uncle Bruce. I'm the guy that works as hard as he can to try to explain in plain English what's going on in the markets, so you have an inkling of what's happening. And also, I'm the guy that more and more has been able to help and assist viewers to become option writers, to take money off the table from the gamblers out there who are chasing lottery ticket odd bets to try to make money on the market by buying call and put options. And I'm assisting viewers here on how to take this money from these people because they're just willingly handing it over. You write contracts and they depreciate in value because they run out of time, and you keep the change, and boy, does it add up. And it's a nice, consistent way to bring cash into your hands. Shockingly, viewers of mine, they hear me talk about this and they go, "This sounds great," and they kind of play the what if game. And why wouldn't you? You grab a pen and a piece of paper and a calculator and think to yourself, well, if I could write one contract and sell it for $550, that's $550. If I sell it for that and then I buy it back for $300, I make $250. And if I can do that in like a month, that's $250 in a month on a single contract. If I take Bruce's classes and I learn how to write call options against stock I have, or learn how to write call options against stock I don't have. How do you do that? Learn how to write options on options. How the hell do you do that? How to sell an option and buy an option at the same time, and yet there's a credit in my account to do that, and I make money on. How the hell does that work? Yes, there's a few things you need to kind of figure out. They're not booing, says JJ. They're yelling Bruce. Thank you, JJ, for that. I'll take that. Anyway, if you want to learn how to write options, like anything else, you want to learn how to fix a car, you want to tune up an engine, you want to learn how to restore and repair vacuum cleaners, you want to repair microwaves for a living. We used to be able to hire people to fix TVs. We don't do that anymore. We just replace them. In any event, you want to learn a skill, you're going to have to study. The good news is that to study how to write options isn't one of these things where you have to go to school for like 6 months and then you can start to trade. No. The good news about writing options is you can learn how to write options while you're writing options. And you're getting better at it, smarter at it. And it kind of one feeds the other. You earn while you learn is what I like to say. And a number of viewers are doing that here. But there's another thing you can do around here, and that is you can take lessons from yours truly. I have a website, stockmarkerswithbruce.ca. Get your butt over there and you'll check out my channel. There's the address. But if you go to my website, you can take these classes one at a time. Start with number one and go from there. But once you're doing that, you still might go, I'd like to trade options, but I really am afraid to put my money on the table at the moment because I'm not sure if I know what I'm doing and all that. Very common response and a very practical thing to say. The good news is that these trading platforms that, are on these phones, the Fidelities of the world and the others, the Weebles and the Robin Hoods and all these others, they have practice accounts available. So that if you open an account, which you're going to have to anyway, fund it with $100, $1,000, $10,000, whatever you want to do, you can set up your options trading thing here, which you're going to have to do anyway. You can set up practice accounts and trade options there. You can write an option in a practice account, which will mimic the actual stock you're writing an option against. It will change in price on the actual market as the actual market trades. and you will see for yourself how you doing. You got 20 grand that you want to dedicate to start trying to write options with. That's what you think you're going to do work with. Then you set up a practice account, $20,000, 20 grand in your practice account, and you start to write options. And you might find that the people that are helping you write these options, not only this guy here with my general views, but these viewers over here, the ones who are telling each other what they're doing. And you might just start following a couple of these folks and going, well, I noticed that so-and-so wrote some options on Nvda, did an Nvda credit spread, or did a cash secured put contract, or did this or did that. And so now you do that in your practice account and fold your arms and watch and see how they do. You find out for yourself. Sometimes you can make money when stocks go up. Sometimes you can make money when stocks go down. And sometimes you can make money when nothing happens. And this is what I want to show you right now. How can you make money in the market as an option writer when nothing moves? This makes no sense. People who buy stock, they buy it at one price and they hope the stock goes up, and they sell it at a higher price and make a profit. That's the deal. Some folks will buy a put option because they think a stock is going to go down or an index is going to go down. They buy an index option, whatever. They buy a put option, and if the market does go down, stock or index, the put contract should go up in value and they should be able to sell it. But here's something that happened yesterday that totally upset the apple cart. I mean, this is kind of crazy. Let me show you this right here. I'll just I've got an image for you. I went to great expense to put this together, so bear with me. First, I gotta move myself down here. What are you looking at here? You're looking at a piece of what we call an options chain on Nvda. And if you look at the very middle of this thing, you'll see a blue box that says 903.63. That was the closing price last night of Nvidia shares, right? This morning they're down about $10 a share. But for this purpose, I just want you to see what happened at the bell last night, around 4 o'clock Eastern, I guess, or whatever time the markets close. The stock closed at 903.63. And just above that 903 number is a $900 box. And to the left, which is over here, that's a call option, and to the right over there is the put option for $900. So let's take a look at the call option first, the one that's right above me here. Last trade, it was 38.41. Do you see that number just above the blank space there? 38.41. Down 254 for the day with a 38.25 buyer and a 38.95 seller. 4,843 contracts traded yesterday, and there are 14,664 contracts in existence at the 900 level. That was the call option. On the other side of the 900 is the 32.69 price, down 241, 32.15 bid, 32.85 ask, 21.70 traded, and 59.81 in existence. Those are the puts. But look at what happened to the price of both of the contracts. The call went down 254, right up there. The put went down 241. The stock yesterday was up 7 cents. At the end of the day, Nvidia had moved $30 in value, up and down and up and down. At the end of the day, 903.63, up 7 cents. The calls didn't go up in value. The puts didn't plummet off the face of it. Look at them, both dropping significantly, actually. What's going on? Look at the contracts above the 900s, the 890s. They're both off. The 880s were both down. Go down below 903.63. The 910 calls and puts both lost value. The 920s both lost value. The 930s both lost value. What the hell is going on? If you are a credit spread creator where you write a put and then buy a put, you are bringing in more money than you're spending. For example, if you were writing the $900 put, you could have received $32.69 to sell it, and then you would have bought the $890 just above it for $27.89. And you would have a difference there of almost $5 in your pocket. $500 for each one that you'd worked on here. Both of them dropped in value yesterday. So obviously, if you wrote these last week, they both dropped dramatically. Now, just to kind of bring it all back home, okay? I don't tell you and I don't indicate to you that it's a good idea to write credit spreads at the money. With the stock at 903, you're not writing 900s and buying 890s, but that's not the strategy. You'll take my classes and figure this out. You'll be well behind the stock, well behind the stock. But notice all of these contracts, including contracts $100 behind the market, 150 behind the market, they all fell yesterday. Calls and put. What's going on? Well, the good news is option writers rub their hands and go, this is great. These contracts are losing value, even though the stock isn't doing anything. It was only up 7 cents. I mean, Nvda, a 7-cent move? That is a nothing burger. Real nothing burger. What happens is we have something called shrinkage. It's the George Costanza in the pool effect. I was in the pool. Shrinkage is what is happening here. The secret weapon of option writers. This is why this channel attracts more people this year than last year, this month versus last month. More people are figuring out that if I learn how to write a stock option and there's shrinkage involved, since I'm selling a contract up here, I want to buy it for less. This is great. If I only write a call option against 100 shares of stock that I own, say I own 100 GameStop, or I own 100 Apple, or I own 100 AI shares, it doesn't matter. You're going to write a call option against the stock. Well, you decide what the strike price is for the call option, how long it has to live, and you'll check out the bid and ask and decide which one you want to sell. You're trying to buy it back for less money. That's all there is to it. So if you can sell it for $3 and buy it for $1, you make $200 profit. If you're holding the stock anyway, you're a fan of the shares you've got and you don't want to sell them. You don't want to part with them, but you want them to make you money while you have them. This is a great way to make money while you're holding. Now, in the old days, when I started as a broker, what you used to do was you would buy a stock that would pay a dividend every 3 months, a cash dividend. In other words, a part of the profits would come to you. So sure, IBM would pay a profit a dividend every quarter, every 3 months. Still does to this very day. 3.5% yield on your money, I guess, nowadays. And that's how people were holding stock. They were holding stock and earning return in the form of a dividend. And the dividend values percentage would rise and drop with the stock price. The higher the stock price, the lower the yield you were getting. The lower the stock price, the higher the yield, all dependent on business conditions and so on. But back in the 80s and 90s and 70s and 60s, people were dividend collectors. And that's how they got paid to hold a stock. Now, it would be nice if you could buy the stock at $30 and get a dividend of, say, $1 a year, 25 cents every 3 months. Wouldn't it be great if not only you got 25 cents every 3 months, but the stock would go up in value, and at the end of a year, the stock's at $33. You bought it for $30. And not only is it $33, but you got $1 to hold it. You're now at $34. Well, you're up $4 on the $30 investment. And in 1965, that was pretty good money. Annualized return, not bad, $4 on $30. You can do that today, of course. You can still buy IBM and sit there and every 3 months get paid cash from the company to hold the stock. There's nothing wrong with that. Problem is, you're getting a 3.5% yield in an inflationary environment of 3 to 5%. You're not making any money. And if the stock does not go higher, you don't make a capital gain. And remember, you can't take the capital gain unless you sell the stock. You have to sell it to get the gain. Now what do you do? What are you going to buy next? So people are holding the stock, and getting this dividend as a partial compensation for inflation. On the other hand, if you wrote a call option against 100 shares of these companies, you could bring in option premium. So the stock's trading at 30. You buy the stock at 30. You write a $32 contract. You bring in $2 in premium, contract premium. You're still collecting your dividend, by the way. And the contract 3 months later is at 50 cents a share contract because the stock didn't go to $35. It's still sitting at 30-ish. The contract piddles out and loses its value. You buy it back for 50 cents. You sold it at $2. You cleared $1.50, and you turn around and write a new contract that's good for a month or two for $2 all over again. Well, you made $1.50 in, say, 2 months on the contract, and you happen to get paid a dividend during that time frame of 25 cents a share. You made a 175 in 2 months' time. And now you've got a new contract going, and the game plan is in the next 2 months, it will shrink down to 50 cents. I'll make another $1.50 on this stock. That gives me a return now of 325. And next quarter, I'll get a quarter dividend. So that'll be 350 gain in 6 months. Well, 350 gain in 6 months on a stock that doesn't move. Fantastic return on your money, as opposed to just getting 2 25-cent dividends. You just added $3 in premium, option premium. You just for a year, you're talking now $6 something plus dollars, $7 coming into your hot little hands on a $30 investment, 20+% return for the year. And the stock didn't go anywhere. If it did go up to $33, slowly but surely, you started writing $32 contracts, and then the next quarter you wrote a $33 contract, and the next quarter you wrote a $34. At the end of the year, you're writing $34, $35 contracts. You're a little higher on the strike price because the stock has gone up a little bit. Everyone's a happy camper. The dividend keeps coming in. Maybe the company's increasing the dividend from 25 to 30 cents a quarter because they're making more money. Well, that would be another bonus, but it's just a nickel a share every 3 months. It's not like it's going to change your life, but it helps. These premiums, though, keep coming in. And this is where viewers of this channel are realizing a double whammy. I know I have people who tell me this by email and in person when I have my one-on-one sessions. They say to me, for 15 years, I had this ETF, I had this mutual fund, I had shares of 10 different stocks. And I was making between 2 and 8% a year, depending on the year and the markets. But there was no steady revenue. It was just dividend income, pennies here, pennies there, pennies there. And at the end of it all, my account is worth $85,000, and I started with $60,000 or $40,000 of my money, and it's grown. But my net return is 4 or 5% a year. And I can't retire on this kind of a return. I need this pot of money to be worth like $1 million when I retire at age 65, and I'm 45 now. I don't see this growth for the next 20 years because the first 20 years I've been plowing into this. The returns just haven't been there. How do they automatically turbocharge? Well, they don't. That's the reality. You're having other people manage your money for you, and they're getting paid a management fee to manage your money. They're not getting paid a performance fee. They're getting a management fee. All they need to do is keep you in the game to take their 2% a year off the top of the value of your account. They don't have to make you a dime. But if you self-manage your own account and you become an option writer through this channel or any other way, now the premium income coming in is yours on top of whatever dividend income has been coming in, which is all your money managers have been doing for you, collecting your dividends that you're going to get anyway. Now you're bringing in this $1.50 every couple of months on something like a $30 stock or more or less, depending on what stock we're dealing with. You are turbocharging your returns to 20-25% per year for your account. Well, you take an $80,000 account and grow it by 25%. That's a $20,000 increase in value. So at age 42 to age 43, you went from 80 grand to 100 grand in value. And from age 43 to 44, you've taken the 100 and turned it into 125,000 in value. And the next year, you're trying to get it to 155, 160, and the next year to 200. By the time you hit 50, you're over $250,000 to $300,000. By the time you hit 60, a decade of that kind of compounding, 25% per annum, do the math. You're into millions. And you will retire with some dough on hand. And reality is, you're not going to work until 65. You're going to quickly figure out the obvious. And that is, once I hit a certain level of assets under administration and I'm generating 25% as I manage my option writing program here, what am I working for? Why am I still working? I have 400,000 in my retirement account, and I'm going to add 100,000 to that this year. I have capital outside of my retirement account in my investment account. It's 100,000. I'm going to grow it by 25,000 this year. I have equity in the house. We have 3 cars. We only need 1. We can retire. We can give up this day job, and we can live off of our own investments. We can live off of our own capital. And the sooner I can help you do that, the sooner you walk away from the career that is going nowhere, or you've topped out. You hit the zenith of your career at 44. You got there. And from 44 until 65, those 21 years, you're at the senior VP level, or you're a manager, or you're a team leader, wherever you are, whatever you are, however you are, you've reached the top of what you're going to do. And you don't have the energy and the drive to want to go any higher anyway. And so you're locked in on a paycheck level that now is topped out. And as long as the company doesn't view you as a liability, you get to keep your job. But things change, don't they? And how many people do you know that got let go that never thought they'd be let go because the company changed? The company sold itself. A division of the company was sold off to another company, and they fired that person because that was the most expensive employee on the floor. They got rid of those people. I don't know. It never stops. The sooner you can take control of your life through your managing of your money, the better, because you are now eliminating outside forces that can mess with your future. And there's nothing worse than being 48 to 53, having to find a new job. There's nothing worse than that, because you're not the 26-year-old wonder kid with the degree from wherever that'll work 14 hours a day without asking any questions. You're that 48-year-old who comes in at 9 in the morning, leaves at 5, doesn't work weekends because of your seniority. You're not getting a job. Corporate America is ruthless. They can replace you with someone cheaper and much more pliable. Time for you to be the boss that you should be, the boss of your own destiny. And even if I can help you get there, I'm a happy guy. Believe me, I'm a happy guy. Thank you all for joining me today. This shrinkage thing is a big deal. It actually isn't a big deal. Shrinkage is supposed to be a small deal. Things getting smaller, but it's a big deal because you can make a lot of money on shrinkage. And this is something that a lot of folks find out around here. Once they're here a while, they go, wow, if I write one contract against my stock, and I can bring in $2 in a month or two in shrinkage, I make a couple $100. Others say to themselves, yeah, well, wait a minute. If I can write 10 of these contracts, I could bring in $2,000 instead of 200. How do I do that? If I don't have 1,000 shares, I can't write 10 contracts. Then you find out, well, wait a minute, I can write contracts on stocks without owning the stock. How does that work? Well, Uncle Bruce has lessons on that. Well, is it conservative? Yes, it is. It's a conservative strategy. Writing is always a conservative strategy. You can write cash secured puts, where you're writing contracts against a stock you like without owning the stock. What? Poor man covered call option strategies. What? That's where theoretically you could be holding stock, writing few options against it. You could theoretically decide, I'm going to close that position out. I'm going to sell the stock, turn around and buy deep in the money calls that expire in 2027 and write options on those options. And I'll be writing more options than I was when I just held the stock. I may have been able to write 5 contracts with my 500 shares, but now I've got 10 deep in the money calls instead. I'm writing 10 calls instead of 5 calls. I've just doubled my income coming into my account. And I still love the stock because I've got the deep in the money calls. The stock goes up, these go up, and I take in these premiums. It's a whole new world. This has been done for decades, though. I hate to break this to you. If you're new here, the strategies that I talk to you about have been employed by Wall Street and hedge funds for decades, and they are not very willing to tell you this stuff, by the way. And you've probably never been called by an investment advisor to say, hey, listen, I notice you're 47 years of age and you want to work another 15, 17 years. I think we need to turbocharge your returns on your account. You've got 200,000 in this account that you have lovingly and loyally built here over 20 freaking years. We got to take this 200,000 and turn it into like $1 million or 2 million. I have a guy that's an option writing expert who's going to help you bring in. You never got that call. What are you talking about? There is no phone call like that. It doesn't exist. You have to do it yourself because the folks in Wall Street with the hedge funds, they have the option writers there, and they have all the software, and they have 15 screens in front of them. You've seen pictures of these trading floors where there's a person in front of the 10, 20 different computer screens with charts and all kinds of quotes everywhere and phones all over the place, and 2 or 3 people sitting right next to them, the advisors. And you have a team of people that write options for the hedge fund. And there are dozens of teams doing this. So you write options on Microsoft, you write options on Apple, you write options on Nvda, you write options on the stock index of the S&P 500 or of the NASDAQ. There are teams for everything. And they're handling millions of dollars per trade all day long, trading all day long. I'm trying to get you to do that from the comfort of your house by yourself. And you're going, gulp, how is that even possible? And I try to keep it simple. Simple. Start with lesson number 1 to understand what options are. Start with lesson number 2, the basics of option writing. And then go from there. There are 17 lessons, and you can choose how far to go and how long to take to do them. And rewatch them as many times as you want. There's no tests, there's no quizzes. And after a few lessons, you'll figure out, oh, with what I know now, I can already write some call options. I can already do this. Or I can get into different kinds of trades I never thought existed before. And I'm watching and reading what these folks are doing. They're all option writers now. They've all become option writers. And I've entered a whole new world that I never thought existed. Welcome to the party, pal. This channel does not have 25,000 simultaneous viewers. We're at 268 right now. 268 people are here. Pretty well all of them are option writers, with a few newbies just coming around going, what are they talking about? What do you mean you make money when markets don't move? How can you make money when nothing is moving? This makes no sense. And why are you happy when markets go down? Why are you happy? Why are you guys all giddy when stocks drop in price? What? No other YouTube channel acts like this. This is the opposite. This is a George Costanza YouTube channel. Totally the opposite of everybody else. Even when markets go up, we make money. I mean, it's incredible. Markets go up, markets go down. They don't move, make money anyway. The passage of time is the secret weapon of option writers. You want to learn how this works? Stick around a while. Stick around and watch what people are talking about and what we're up to. Thank you all for being here. The Big T said hello. Patman said, I'm number 1 on the thumbs up meter. Richard said, I'm number 1 or number 3. Lame Duck said, I'm the 5th thumbs up for Bruce today. Thank you for these thumbs ups. Very much appreciated. If you can find that thumbs up button for me, hit it right now. Give me a little boost here. JR, I think I'm number 5. Amy J, I'm number 15. Hector, I was 14th this morning, so there you go. Alberto says, hey, good morning, Bagel Familia. It's time to get the dinero, isn't it? I'm here. We can begin anytime now. Let's go. I'm here. Let's start this off. Marie, I'm here. Lucky number 18. Mr. Russo is here. FOF is here. Judge is here. Parker Ivy. You'll notice that some of the folks, their name is highlighted in green type. They're members of this channel. Other folks are here with black type only. They're not members of this channel. We hope they will become members of this channel, like Joel. I need Joel to become a member of this channel. I think Joel knows he needs to become a member of this channel because members get to comment during market trading time. And Gold Bagel members, these folks up here, they get an extra show every day. They get They've already been here from 8 o'clock Eastern to 8:30 already with their own pre-market show, the alert show. Gold Bagel members are 30 minutes ahead of everybody else already. And so what's going on? Wednesday nights, 7 o'clock prime time live with Uncle Bruce for just Gold Bagel members. Become this level of member and earn a bunch of extra perks that will make you money. That's what we do around here. We're trying to make money. Thank you all, for everybody. Good morning from Steve. How you doing, Steve? Comical Name is here. 38 thumbs up, baby. Melvin, 42 thumbs up. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, is Alberto here? JR wants to know. Can we get started? We need to make some, moolah here. I think Alberto's here, so we can all make money now. There you go. Welcome all, welcome all, welcome all, welcome all. And we got folks talking to other folks and answering other folks' questions about how you can make money doing various option strategies. There is so much to learn, so much to grab, but these folks here are wonderful. It's a wonderful option, YouTube option family. You can really learn a lot here from the viewers of this channel. Just read the comments for yourself. Some are talking to me directly. Most are talking to each other, answering each other's questions. We have a Discord group for this channel. If you want to become a member of the Discord group, become a Gold Bagel member and send me a private email saying to me, Uncle Bruce, I would like to become a member of the Discord group. Can you help me with that? Here's my private email. It's down below. All this stuff's down below. My channel link is down below. You see all the titles of all the classes. It's down below. Anyway, send me a private email. Become a Gold Bagel member today. Send me an email saying, Bruce, I'd like to become part of Discord as well. And now you're part of the family all the time. Not only just when I'm on the air, but more in particular when I'm off the air. They're still talking to each other and they're comparing trades. People here are getting richer all the time. This is kind of fun. Everyone, are we having fun? I think we will. Let's see what's going on. What else is happening? Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. Dude is saying put spread. Perfect is in this sideways market. End of the cycle means rotation, moving sideways. Perfect for spreads. There you go. Stephen Butler, number 88. Thumbs up, Bruce. We're pushing 100 almost any moment now. Thank you all very much. We have a down market to start the session. We looked like we're going to be off 300 on the Dow, which is about 0.75%. We're not taking a run at 40,000 this morning, that's for sure. We're down 34 points on S&P. That's a 0.65%, 0.2%. And NASDAQ is off 157, 0.85 percentage point. We're finally getting a little profit taking coming into this market. We've been waiting for some profit taking for a while. Now, some will ask, why are the markets lower today? What's happening that would make the markets sell off first thing in the morning? First of all, we just got through a long weekend, 4 days for some of you. Some of you didn't work Friday. Some of you didn't work Monday. Some of you worked one of those 2 days. Trading yesterday was very light. We're now the first full day after Easter. So people just getting back into it. We could have ourselves a bit of a dip to open, but in the first hour we could chew through almost all the selling, and by the afternoon we could be green. That's the way this market can react sometimes. One of the things that's concerning people, investors, is the old argument, the age-old story. What's going to happen with the interest rates? What are interest rates going to do? Now, I got to tell you guys, if you're an option writer, here's the good news. You care. Yeah, you care, but it's not going to dominate your life. Interest rates are not going to make or break your option strategies. You do not need lower interest rates to make more money writing options or less money writing options. Options profits are made because options, generally speaking, shrink in value the closer they get to expiry. And all options have an expiry date. And there's the secret to success of this business of being an option writer. Options have an expiry date. And when they expire, they are worthless. And at the moment, the question of interest rate cuts in the USA from the Federal Reserve of America are front and center. And we saw last month the Federal Reserve did not change their policy. They left interest rates where they are. Canada did the same thing. England did the same thing. These European Central Bank for the 23 countries of the EU or whatever the number is, they kept it the same. Only one country dropped interest rates last month, Switzerland. Switzerland was the only country to drop interest rates. Switzerland wants the Bank of Switzerland and the country of Switzerland are in a economic slowdown. Germany is in recession. France is flat. The UK is struggling along. Swiss want to create better environment for their economy. And one way to help your economy is to have your goods and services cost less money to other countries who want to buy your services. And one way to do that, to make it better, is to have the currency of your country drop in value against other currencies of other countries. So if you're doing a lot of business with the United States, you would like the US dollar to rise against your currency, making your goods priced in your currency cheaper to buy for American buyers, Canadian buyers, UK buyers, European buyers. So with the Swiss lowering their interest rates nationally, Swiss debt, Swiss government debt is cheaper, doesn't pay as much interest. It's not as attractive as US debt is or European debt is. They have higher rates. And so bond traders will trade bonds and currencies to adjust for these lower interest rates, which means the Swiss franc is worth less money today than it was 3 months ago. And for Switzerland, this is a good thing because any tourist going to Switzerland, charging their hotel room at the Hilton or at the Marriott in Switzerland on their credit card from America, will find that if you were in Switzerland 3 months ago and now you go back again for, say, a business trip, spend 2 nights back then, 2 nights now, you'll notice that the hotel rate is the same, 300 a night, 200 a night, whatever the rate is, that hasn't changed. But what has changed is the cost to you on your credit card has gone down. You may have found that, oh yeah, it's $4 less per night because the US dollar has risen against the strength of the Swiss currency. That's better for the foreigner. Well, if you're a buyer of Swiss engineering and pharmaceutical products or anything like that, you're paying Swiss francs for their services and their goods using American dollars. The cost of Swiss goods could be 2-3% lower this year than last year. Importing $5 million worth of product from Switzerland into the USA for distribution means the American importer just saved 2-3 percentage points on $5 million. That's a lot of money. Multiply that by hundreds of other importers, and we're now dealing with billions of dollars differential. And you take Switzerland's exports to the planet Earth, all countries they deal with, their currency has dropped against almost all other currencies. That's the strategy of the central bank. Lower interest rates, lower the value of our currency, make our exports more attractive. On the other side of the coin, goods sold from America to Switzerland cost a lot more because the American dollar is more expensive. Swiss have to pay with Swiss francs. They need more Swiss francs to buy those American goods into Switzerland, and that restricts how much is coming into Switzerland from price increases. It's inflationary. And so Swiss are buying less from foreigners because they have to pay much more, but they're selling more to foreigners for a lower price to them, but for them a greater price. And this actually is a net gain for Switzerland. Now, if the European Central Bank cuts interest rates for all EU countries, then the euro will drop in value dramatically against the US dollar. This could be bad for America, you see. So that's when the Federal Reserve will go, I think we have to lower rates too. We'll lower our rate by 1/4 point to offset the 1/4 point drop from the ECB. We'll make it equilibrium, and that way that drops the US dollar value. So now tourists from America aren't getting as good a bargain as they were before. but goods and services are flowing back and forth. This is done in 1/100ths of a percentage point increments all the time between currency traders, bond traders, hedge fund operators, and everything else. And there are options on this stuff, and it is complicated. You don't have to worry about it for your personal trading. You're going to become, theoretically, an option writer on the equity market, which is stocks and indexes. That's where we're headed over here. But you need to be aware of what is going on with the big picture. And the big picture of interest rates is helping to dominate the market today. That's why the Dow's down 300 points. People were hoping for the Federal Reserve of the United States to drop interest rates up to 6 times this year. Now they're hoping for 3 interest rate drops this year. And now the realization is it might not be any interest rate drops this year because the US economy isn't in trouble. Unemployment is under 4%. The Biden presidency has been the greatest presidency for job creation, has been a great presidency for corporate profits. The infrastructure programs that were passed in the first 2 years of Congress, the first 2 years of Biden's presidency, when Nancy Pelosi was running the Congress, the Senate, and the White House put through all kinds of legislation to get America building again, bridges, airports, and other things. There's a new bridge being built in Baltimore. I can assure you of that. But instead of building a bridge when one falls down, America is rebuilding bridges that might fall down in the next 5 to 10 years. The amount of trillions of dollars circulating through America, through the Congress's actions, the Biden White House, and the Schumer Senate, it will pay off for the next 15 years. It's happening as we speak. There are no there's no unemployment lines all over the place. There are not millions of Americans going to the unemployment office every week for an unemployment check. They're working. And this is positive. The Federal Reserve is going, we don't have an economic problem. The American economy is humming along. All other economies around the world aren't doing too well. Canada's okay. It's part of the American pact with free trade. Mexico's doing all right. Europe is not doing all right. Asia with China, not doing all right at all. There are real problems out there. And there are something called wars going on, which isn't helping other countries either, namely Russia, Iran, and others. But in America, things are going well. So the Federal Reserve is saying, we're not going to lower rates. We don't need to help the American economy keep going. It's going. It's going just fine. And of course, in the White House, the Democrats are going, well, if the Federal Reserve isn't cutting interest rates because the economy is going along really well, why is our president so low in the polls? Well, there's other reasons. It is what it is. But you can't say he's going to lose an election because of the economy. It's not the economy that's the problem for the president. There are other issues. Welcome to the party, pal. Every election cycle brings along its own fun and games, doesn't it? In any event, today, this morning, right now, we're down 310 points on the Dow. Just now. Now, is this last all day today? I don't know. We open for trading at 16 minutes. We're going to find out if this sell-off is really heavy, get me out of Dodge selling, or is this reactionary selling to headlines, and after the first 15, 20 minutes, there's no more stock coming in for sale all of a sudden. It dries out, and the bargain hunters are going, that's all you're giving us? You're not selling us anymore? The buyers start to jump over each other to get the cheap stock that is temporarily available. And within 20, 30 minutes, you erase these losses and they become, almost a break-even market already. And now the question is, do we have an update from here? Because we go until the afternoon. We're going to find out. Welcome to the party, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for the thumbs ups. Thank you for becoming members of this channel, subscribing to this channel, taking classes. Thank you for doing that. Those of you who want a one-on-one session with me, send me a private email and say, Uncle Bruce, can you squeeze me in for a 1 hour one-on-one? I'd like to talk to you about my situation because everyone's situation is different from everyone else. We have developments in the family, or I'm quitting my job in 6 months. I have decided I'm out. I don't want to work anymore full-time. I want to be self-employed. You, sir, have shown me the possibility that I can self-manage my own assets and I can make more money with my own assets than anyone else can. And I want to have a one-on-one to verify and confirm my suspicions and help you tell me whether I'm on the right track or make adjustments to stay on the right track. Many of you who have been trading options for a while are happy that you're doing what you're doing, but you're not happy with the returns you're getting. You're finding that I am writing options and I'm comfortable doing this, Bruce. I'm doing poor man covered calls, I'm doing spreads, I'm doing this, but I'm not netting out the returns I thought I was. Is there something I'm doing wrong? What am I missing here? And that's when we go over your trades and we go over your positions. And I'll give you my 2 bits worth of advice and you decide whether it works for you or not. Many of you are doing 9 out of 10 things correctly, but once in a while you'll make an error here, an error there. This is to be expected as a newbie. If you are only in this business a couple of years, you're still making mistakes. Just buy into that. My job is to help you minimize mistakes. Try to make them as meaningless as possible and get through to the other side. For those of you who have done credit spread trades and the market has moved against you and your options are not performing properly and you're running out of time, you want to do a rollover, you want advice on a rollover, a one-on-one might be the idea, might be the way to make this work. And so just let me know when you need to see me. And we'll try to figure out an hour or two to get together. We'll figure it out. All right. So there you go. Thank you all for joining in. 13 minutes away from opening this market today. And we're going to see what kind of returns you can have today. Should be a lot of fun. Let's go. Hector is asking, Uncle Bruce, could you comment on rolling poor man covered calls in a market correction that we seem to be in, maybe AI or on GameStop? Yes, there can be times where markets move lower and you need to do a rollover. Perhaps you've moved into a credit spread on put contracts below the market, but the market is coming down to where you are. It might be time to make a move to do a rollover. Well, you can turn a rollover scenario into a win for your account. A lot of people out there have this wrong impression that once I create a credit spread, I'm locked in. I'm done. I can't change it. Once the markets could reward me or hurt me. Pardon me. No, that's not true. You can make adjustments to rollover to poor man covered call strategies or credit spread strategies where you can go further out in time and take advantage of that. Contracts that have longer to live are worth a lot more money than contracts about to expire. And there are times where you can make a rollover very successful and very profitable for you to, one, give you more capital, but two, allow you to reposition the trades you're into and shift them further away from the market, as that is what you were after, to give you better shrinkage going forward. Again, this is not learned in 5 minutes. This is the one thing I have to emphasize to those of you who are new here. The folks who've been here now for 3 years have gone through 3 years of gyrations of the stock market. And markets always gyrate. Anyone knows, almost everyone knows that. And options gyrate as well. But sometimes they go the wrong direction, or they go where you want them to go, but not far enough. And you have to be prepared to adjust your option holdings and exposure to other positions. And you have to learn how to do that without it costing you capital. And there are ways. Rollover strategies available. This is option trading 101, hedge fund trading 101. The massive hedge funds in New York and elsewhere that trade millions of dollars of contracts per trade are experts at rollovers, experts at doing rollover transactions. This happens all the time, every hour, every minute of the day, all week long. And from time to time, you might need to do an adjustment on some of your options here and there, here and there. The key is to be comfortable with it, to be aware of it, and to understand it. And this is where my classes come in handy, or having a one-on-one with me might be your answer to this dilemma. Um, Once you're writing 5 or 10 or 20 contracts at a time, and you'll get there, you're going to find that it's well worth your while from time to time to say to yourself, I'm going to have a one-on-one with Uncle Bruce. It's a $400 cost for an hour, but I got $4,000 worth of contracts here. I've got $10,000 worth of contracts here. To talk to him for an hour and get my next 5 or 10 trades figured out at 4 to 10,000 a trade, this is a nothing burger. I welcome the opportunity to help you, but you have to reach a certain level of comfort to become an option writer. That's why I recommend strongly go to my website, check out stockmarketswithbruce.ca. If you get there, you'll find my homepage is right here. That's the homepage right there, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. I'm Canadian. The website's out of Canada. Here's the classes link that you're going to hit. And once you start scrolling down, you're going to start to find information on the classes themselves. And here's number 1 and number 2. How to buy, call, and put stock options. How to write, call, and put stock options. Just those 2 alone will get you a whole way down the highway to understand what's going on in the option market. Just those 2 classes. They're about 2 hours long each. Plain English, done in front of a live audience. Again, the audience that I talk to are the same people that are here right now. We cover how options are created, how they trade, how do you get rid of them, how they die, why do they do this, why do they go up, why do they go down, how to buy them, how to sell them, how to write them, how to buy them back, how to roll them over. We get into that down the road as well. Option lessons 3 and 4, different techniques to trade and write, winning strategies, common mistakes that are made, earning income from writing put contracts, how to trade a stock option credit spreads. Oh, that's a big one. How to trade call and put butterflies. How does Bruce pick his favorites? Using poor man covered call writing strategies to quit your day job. Oh, is that a popular one? Stock options rollover strategies. So this is huge. Number 12 is massive. You can't start at number 12. I wouldn't recommend it. You got to get there. Number 13, stink offers, stink bids, the psychology of the market. Oh, that is important. How to maximize profits from writing stock options. Number 15, advanced poor man covered call strategies. We keep going and going and going. How to use other people's money to profit in the options market. Iron condors. Oh, God, it's so easy. Lesson 17, fixing option trades. Fixing option trades and adding cash with smart spreads. We go into all kinds of stuff here. And then there's the one-on-ones if you need them as well. Anyway, thank you all for joining me. We're 6 minutes away from opening this day up. The markets, we'll see how this 332 dip affects our favorite stocks, our indexes, your contracts. We'll be all over this stuff. I'm showing right now Rocket Lab down 5 cents. I got SoFi at 705 down 17. These are pre-market trades, which may or may not be applicable in a few minutes because the pre-market does not necessarily show us what's actually going to happen. GameStop is down 24, Matterport down 8 cents, 23andMe is up about half a penny, Spire is down 25 cents. We got SmartRent down 13, Apple down $1, Goldman down 260, Cisco down 15 cents, Tesla down 11.30 at 163.92. Arc Innovations down 164, Microsoft down 5.19, Pfizer down 18 cents, HBQ down 25 cents, Alphabet, Google down 3.13, Amazon down $2, Nvda down $20 at 8.83. We got Unity down 81. We got AI down 58 cents. Adobe down $7. We've got Spiders down $4. Q's down $5. Netflix down 5.41. IBM down 99 cents. Facebook, Meta Platforms down $6. Vanik Semiconductors down 389, Home Depot down 350, Enphase down 280, Palantir down 81 cents, Uber Technologies 75.48 down 93, and Coinbase down $13 a share. At the moment, it's red everywhere, and this is to be expected with a $327 pullback on the Dow index to start. Is it real? Is it deep? Is it sustainable down here, or is this a blip and a little overreaction on the opening, and we stabilize from here? We'll find out when we open for trading. S&P down 43, NASDAQ down 207. NASDAQ is the biggest loser, 1.1%. The Dow 0.83, same with S&P. Oil up 124. Oil cannot go up if the rest of the market goes down. Because if oil goes up in cost, energy becomes more expensive. If energy becomes more expensive, prices go higher. Prices go higher, people buy less stuff, and markets back off. And when markets back off, then oil goes down because less oil is needed in a slowing economy. It's one of those back and forth. But at the moment, for this moment of click, this instant snapshot, that's what we have at the moment. And we'll follow it this morning. There you go, folks. Thank you so much for coming in here. It's great that you've joined us. Hope you're learning a little bit about the economy and how interest rates work, and how options work, and how you can make money in this world. Quit your day job and be self-employed. Oh my goodness, the sheer thought of that. There are folks who watch this channel who have, in the last 2 years, since joining us, have quit their jobs, have rented out their houses, or sold their homes, cashed out of the real estate market, have put their stuff into storage, have completely changed everything, bought an RV, and are now writing options inside their RV all across North America. And they are now no longer working for, quote, the man anymore, and have completely changed their entire outlook of life because of this channel, because of learning how to write options. There are people who now are traveling around the world to places they've always wanted to go to or back to. Maybe you traveled Europe after college 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and you want to do it again. There are people out there who are revisiting their youth and are traveling 2 months in Europe, 2 months, 3 months in Asia, Australia, New Zealand, South America, all over America, trading options. And they're using this to handle their accounts. That's all you need. This and internet, and you're in business anywhere on this planet. There are people who go on 6-month holidays who watch this channel, and they come back at the end of 6 months. They have more money in their accounts than when they left because they never stopped working. They're doing the shrinkage happens whether you're at home or not. It doesn't matter. There are people who now work out of their rec rooms. They work in their bedrooms. They work in their living rooms. They take a walk to the park. They meet friends at a Starbucks, or do their grocery shopping in the mornings when everyone's at work. They go to Costco when there's nobody there. They're there at 10 o'clock to 11 every morning. And are loving life because they're now in control of their existence. It's exciting, and I'm stoked for them. Really exciting. I don't know if Larry's around to hit the bells. I don't see Larry hitting the bells, but the markets, I think, have just opened, and we're up and running here. Larry, you're forgiven if you're not able to hit the bells. Larry's here. He's just hiding in the background. How you doing, pal? Thanks, man. Thank you for hitting the bells. We're open. The markets have started to trade. And so now the question is, what will the Dow do in the first 30 minutes, the first hour, and the S&P and NASDAQ? What are the markets going to be up to here, or down to? Where are we at really, and what's really going on? So welcome to the party, everybody. Nice to have you here this morning. We're just starting to get this thing going. We're going to find out what the market really has in store for the day. And, we'll just see what's going on. Uncle Bruce, the sheet on the mattress behind you, is that from Paris? This whole room is themed as Paris. This whole condo is themed Paris. It's kind of cool, kind of neat. Richard, neat. Don't forget the Knights of Neat. Absolutely. But yes, there are Parisian things. There's a poster back there with the Eiffel Tower and the sheet there. That the bedspread there is something to do with Paris. And yeah, it's all over this place. It's kind of cool. What can I say? Welcome all to the show. There we go. I think we're down 300 something points to start the morning. Just waiting for all the markets to kind of close up. Apparently, Tesla shares are down 7% because the company vehicle deliveries missed the street's expectations. So the story goes. We've got, here we are. They missed the street by a wide margin. They are saying here that stocks down 7%. They delivered 386,000 vehicles in total during the first quarter. The fact consensus called for 457,000 deliveries in the first quarter. They had delivered 485,000 the fourth quarter, so they are off 100,000 vehicles in one quarter. Decline in volumes is partially due to the early phase of the production ramp of the updated Model 3 at our Fremont factory and factory shutdowns resulting from shipping diversions caused by the Red Sea conflict and an arson attack at Gigafactory Berlin, said Tesla in its release. The Model 3 Model Y units combined accounted for 369,000 of the deliveries. They also disclosed production of 433,000 in the first quarter. Let's see. They sold 89,000 or so cars, China-made cars in China in the month of March. That was up 0.2% from a year before, though. So there's all kinds of talk here about the future of Tesla and the numbers and the trends and so on and so forth. So, okay, stocks have reacted with a negative start. All right. Let's go over there. We're showing a 394 drop on the Dow to start the morning. We've got S&P down 45, NASDAQ down 208. Oil up 139. Over on Nvda, we're down $19 a share at $8.84. We've been between $8.82 and $8.89 so far. We're now $8.83. We're jumping around there. Rocket Lab's down 12 cents. SoFi down 23 at $6.99 on SoFi. GameStop down 17 cents. We've got Matterport down 11. 23andMe down 3/4 of a penny. Spire down 32. ATIP up 6. SmartRent down 1 penny. Apple down 127. We've got Goldman down 4.30, Cisco down 20, Tesla down $10 at 164. We got Arc Innovations down 199 at 47.25. Microsoft down 4.28. Pfizer down 19. HPQ down 23. Alphabet down 170. Amazon down 180. Nvidia down 22. Unity down 97. AI down $1. Adobe down 670. 640 now. Spiders down 420. The Qs are down 5.20. Netflix down $6. We got IBM down 30 cents. Meta down 3.41. Vanik down 4.16. Home Depot off 2.31. Enphase down 5. Palantir down 97 cents. Uber down 117. And Coinbase down 14.45. Red across the board as we expected it would be. The question is how long and how much? And is this a small sell wave that will be chewed through pretty quickly in the first 30 minutes? Or is this an all-day event? That is the question we're asking, we're wondering, we're watching. I'm showing the 10-year Treasury note right now at 4.397%. That is up about 1/10 of a percentage point. The currency markets, the euro is higher against the dollar at 107.6. The pound at 125.58. Pardon me. Not changed very much. Not a lot happening there. Asia markets were mainly higher between 1/10 of a point, 1% and 2% in Hong Kong. Europe markets are lower right now. 1 or 2/100ths of a percentage point in London, 3/4 of a percent in Germany. about 2/3% in France at the moment. U.S. markets, as I said, down 392 for the Dow, 47 S&P, and 208 for NASDAQ. That's what I've got at the moment. All right, welcome to the opening, everybody. And that's where we're at. Call Shrinkage says, dude, dang it, missed the Tesla opportunity to buy 30. I missed it by 30 seconds. Beach Boy, the question is, where is the lamp not coming from? That's true. Big T, I just wanted to ask, where is the lamp? What's going on? JR, thank you, market, for that big pullback. Just made $3,900 on Tesla covered calls. We cheer on days like this. RB, Rocket Lab, prepares to launch a mission for KAIST and NASA to deploy satellites to 2 separate orbits. Rock and roll. Spirit, have I missed out on some news today? It looks again like a sea of red with some green islands. There you go. Welcome to the morning. We're down 417 on the Dow at the moment. Adobe down $5, 485 actually. Nvda down 15.90. Nvda actually is recovering a little bit now at 887. After touching a low today of 881. We're now at 888 on Nvidia, down $15. SoFi, $7, down 22 cents. Opening volume on SoFi today, 3.9 million. That's a little higher than the last few days, but not a lot. GameStop, 1174. At the moment, it's down 25 cents. And the opening volume on GameStop is 325,000. Very quiet over there. Rocket Lab, 398.8, down 9. AI down 88. Spire down 25 cents. SPYs are down 444 to 517. The Qs are down 502 to 439.90. Uber is down $1.36. Apple down 110. These aren't big losses though. Enphase down 550. AMD 594 lower. Netflix down 597. That's a $608 stock, though. Tesla down 1170. We're at 163.49 here. This is about the low on 19 million so far on Tesla. So that this moment in time, we are towards the low of the session at 163.50 or so. All right. There you go. Brian, I'm number 125 on the thumbs up meter. Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Brian. Bobby, must be a fancy French sky lamp somewhere, Bruce. What's with your lamps? JJ, shorting Orange Boy on the bounce. There you go. The Dow Jones, the Donald Trump media thing, DJT, 49.48, up 81 cents this morning. 1.4 million traded. The low is $47. The high at 51.44. Trading at 49.48, up 81 cents. Dow Jones, or not Dow Jones, Trump Media is what it's called. Donald J. Trump. There was some interesting results mentioned yesterday on some of the press releases where the Trump company lost, I forgot how many, 60 million, and the sales were 4 million. There are no sales here. But hey, it's a personality stock. That's all. And I'll tell you, there are those who will buy it no matter what because of you-know-who, and others who will avoid it completely. It is what it is. All righty, moving along here. Brian, I have some April 12 expiry $13 strike cash secured puts. Okay, on what? On what, Brian? What are you talking about? Are you talking about GameStop? I don't know what's going on. I have some April 12 expiry $13 strike cash secured puts I got for 88 cents for. So buyout is 12.12. We're a bit below that. Roll out a little. Okay, again, I don't know what stock are we talking about. You've lost me here. Big T. GameStop, I guess. Sorry, it's GameStop, says Brian. So I have GameStop. Expiring April 12th. $13 strike. Cash secured puts. Okay. Okay. You received 88 cents. You wrote the 13s. All right. If you were to be exercised, you would get the stock for 12.12. Got it. No, we're below that right now. Should I roll out a little bit? Well, this is something you can certainly look at doing. You could look at going into May. You can go to May 13s, or you could go to May 12s, or you could go to June or July, like further out, and see if you can get a higher price. Buy these back and write a higher price put for more cash, giving you a lower strike and a lower move. Take a look. Yeah, look at that's what I'd be doing for sure. 11.89 on the stocks, only down a dime here, but yeah, I'd be taking a peek at this. Why not? Absolutely. 702 on SoFi, by the way. We're down 20 cents. The low on SoFi today, 697. We're at 702 now. 4.5 million. A little bit of buying coming in on SoFi. Nvda 879 now. New low on Nvidia today. 879, down 23.90. All right. Going to be interesting to see how the options react this morning on those put credit spreads. But like I say, Nvidia, as you all are aware, can move $10 in 3 minutes at any time, either direction. And the lower it's going, I think the more the elastic is going for a shot. Nvidia will turn the other direction even more violently higher. But whatever. We'll see. 411 is the dip on the Dow at the moment. We have a 53-point dip on S&P. That's 1%. The Dow's down 1%, and Nasdaq down 1.5%, down 250 at the moment, 250 points. All right, everybody. Let's see what's given. Donation has come in. Alberto has made a donation on PayPal. Uncle Bruce, your one-on-one just triggered. I got out of my Teslas with a profit, brought them in closer, and rolled for an additional profit. You are the GOAT. Apple pie on me, beachy. How about that? Thank you, my friend. I'm glad to see that. I love it. Well done, sir. Those one-on-ones are just great. Fantastic. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. Folks are sending me images of their trades. Appreciate that. We'll keep an eye on things for you as best we can. Fold your arms and sit tight and just wait the trades. Those of you who've got April 19th contracts, no need to make any moves today. Just chillax and wait. But yes, movements are happening. 880 on Nvidia now, the low of 878, 877, I think. Let me double check. The low 877, we're now 880 again on Nvidia. We're going to be jumping around here. But at the end of the day, time is your ally, no matter what. Very interesting. What was this here? Here we are, Nvidia, right on. Denise, I'm looking at your trade. You're going to be okay. I think you're going to be fine. Just sit tight, Denise. Indeed. All right. Welcome all to the party, kids. Thank you for joining me here today. And welcome to the option business, where we're watching all kinds of activity here. I'm just reading 6 things at the same time. Don't mind me, people. Here we go. Alrighty. The RB is saying that SoFi today announced plans to host a conference call to discuss financial and reporting results for the first quarter of 2024 on Monday, April 29 at 8 a.m. Oh, this is good. That means the results are coming out April 29, not May the 6th or 7th. This is good. This is 27 days. Now, why would a company want to report the results earlier than we thought? Because it's bad? It's good. It is perfect. SoFi 702 right now. Brian, RB, that sounds promising. Yes, John Gill, it was a good time to close Tesla call spreads and write put spreads. Well, okay, the call spreads. You're saying to the market, hey, you're backing off. If you've got a nice profit on the call spread, knock yourself out. You can reposition into a new call spread by shifting lower, depending on what your spread is. But you can also always look at a put spread, but stay well behind the stock. I mean, Tesla in one session, as you've seen here, can move. You have to respect that the stock, has been down 11 so far. We're at 165. But if you're into put spreads in the 120, 130, 110 range, somewhere down there, or anywhere in between that, that's safe. That's 15+% behind the market. I wouldn't be at 140 50s, but I'd be 140, 130s, 120s, 110s. Call side, 190, 200, 210 up there. So, keep a wide path. Thanks, Uncle Bruce. You got it, DB. You got it. It's all good. We will see what happens. All right, 166 on Tesla, down 906. We just got to get through the first hour this morning to see just what this market really wants to do. We're down 444 on the Dow. This might be the worst of it. I don't know. We'll see. The S&P is not going lower. It sort of stopped. S&P is down 0.99% at the moment. We're right at that 1% mark. We're watching that. The Dow's down 1.14, 1.17. NASDAQ down 1.44. It was down 1.1. It was down 1.5. So are we at the low right kind of now? And are we going to see a bit of a series of little recovery waves? Or are we running out of sellers already 17 minutes into this market? It's 8:47, 9:47 Eastern, 6:47 where I am. We've only been open 17 minutes. Have we already run out of selling? That's what I'm wondering about. I don't know yet. Nvidia 881. We're up $4 from the low of the session here. So, there's that. Okay. Relax spreads. What's that? The relax spreads will be volatile to the end of Wednesday at least. Very good movement. John Gill, thank you, Uncle B. Beach Boy, one-on-ones are excellent. You got to put in the time and effort to learn the skills. Alberto, you asked for it. Lemon pie rules. Love to Antigen. Thank you, Beach Boy, for the donation today on some shekels. Appreciate it. Thank you, Alberto, for your PayPal donation. Very kind of both of you. And we're at 879, 881 on Nvidia. We're trying to go higher right now on Nvidia at the moment. It does a $10 up move from here is a nothing burger. So relax, just chill and just let this market trade. Let this market have its hissy fit. Let it, work its way out. And just see what's going on. United Health and Salesforce are the losers on the Dow, apparently. We'll see what gives. And we'll see what happens. All right. Double checking over here if I can get this to pop up. Can I get that to pop up? I don't know. Hey, pop up. Okay, there we go. All right. Here are the winners and losers on the Dow right now. The percentage gainers for the Dow are few. It's Chevron, 0.92, because oil is up. Verizon Communications, 0.5 percentage point. Dow Inc., the chemical company, 0.4. And Travelers is up 0.34. Those are the winners. All right. Everyone else is a loser. The worst Dow performers in percentage terms, United Healthcare, down 6%. Apparently health stocks are under pressure today. Salesforce down 2%. 3M down 2%. Intel down 1.9%. Microsoft down 1%. Nike down 1%, and Amazon down 1%. American Express down 1%. Amgen down 1%. If we're down 1% on stocks, this is nothing serious at all. This is a nothing burger move. The Dow is apart from United, Salesforce, and 3M and Intel, everybody else is either 1% down or up on the session. This market can turn quite a ways. But United Health is a very heavy Dow component stock, and they're probably hurting the Dow by a couple of 100 points alone. The rest of this market could turn. That Apple's down 0.2%. Whoop-de-doo, like nothing. BW, good morning, Uncle Bruce. Heat map is really red today. Only slight green is in energy, industrial, and utilities. Those cannot bolster the sell-off. Yes, who wants to be in gas anyway? Alberto, BG, oof, well done. Like I say, we're just, we got slight losses on a lot of the Dow 30 stocks here. I'm really not worried about it. But hey, It sure makes for a lovely looking print. Down 444. What can I say? We're down 52 on S&P, 1%. NASDAQ down 1.44%. We've stopped falling on two of the markets. The Dow's down 1.1, Dow down 1.23%, down 487. It's the only index going lower, and it's because of United Healthcare. Let's see how this goes. Nvda is now $5 higher than the low of the day, $8.82. It's recovered $5 at the moment. We're down about $20, $21 on Nvda, okay? We'll see how that plays out. Thank you all for being around this morning. It's much appreciated. We've got the thumbs up meter now coming in at 138. Thank you all for 138 thumbs ups. If you can figure out where that thumbs up button is on your phone or your laptop or your iPad, thank you all for helping out and nailing the thumbs up button. Appreciate it. I don't get as many thumbs ups on down days than I do on up days. I'll tell you that. No matter what, it's the way it is. But anyway, any of you can help out, I appreciate it. 138 and counting on the thumbs up meter. Okay, everyone? Thank you. TJ is saying, hi, Bruce, there was an announcement that Medicare rates are going higher. To be expected. Apparently, some of the drug companies were hoping it would be higher than it was going because they want to make more money. These, after all, these top people at these healthcare companies travel in private jets, and they like to keep that lifestyle on the backs of American ill and injured. So, you know, the wonderful people in that business. Juan is here hitting the thumbs up button. Thanks, Juan. Letting everybody know, time to hit the thumbs up button for Uncle Bruce. Thank you guys for keeping the faith and letting the word out that the thumbs ups are the way to go. Thank you, everybody. 149, there they are. We got 149 now. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you. Beach Boy says, don't beachy oof me your move, pile dancer. He's outdoing you today, Beach Boy. He's well ahead of where you're at, but it's appreciated. It's okay. Fantastic. All right, we're just watching this market to see what it wants to do. We're how long into it now? 23 minutes into the session. The Dow's off 493. We're down 54 on S&P. We're down 228 on NASDAQ. And we've kind of reached a level here. We're sort of on S&P and NASDAQ. We're flat right now, just sort of flat. We'll see if this lasts, or is there an improvement? We're 24 minutes into the session. Is this it? Is there more coming? Is there more selling, or are we out of sellers? Nvidia 882, 883. We're trying to go higher on Nvidia. We're down 970 on Adobe at 492.50. The low on that one, 492.20. So we're at the low of the day on Adobe right now. Not on Nvidia. SoFi 704. A little better than 697 or something. GameStop 1182, just down 16 cents. We got down to 1168. We're at 1182 on GameStop. We haven't even traded 1 million shares. There's nothing coming in on GameStop. 300 million out. Nothing's coming in. We're running out of paper down here. On SoFi, there's 1 billion shares in existence. 900 million theoretically can trade. 6 million traded this morning. There's no selling. We're going higher. SoFi wants to inch higher. Got a ways to go, but there isn't any more selling coming in here. People are not interested in selling SoFi aggressively under $7 for obvious reasons. And the fact that they moved up their release date, this is great. This is great. I wish all public companies would get their act together, release their financials within a month of the quarter. There's no reason why they can't do it. They have the numbers. It's all computerized, you know. It's not like we're using adding machines and paper and slide rules to calculate how you're doing. But I don't like it when companies wait 2 months behind a quarter to release, like GameStop. I can't stand it. That's like you're trying to keep something from me. I don't like that. Alberto is smiling here. BW, Market makers are holding premiums today. Watch the chain. Tickers moving in a direction, but premiums being held, sucking in bearish gamblers and bullish unicorn dreamers. Welcome to my casino. We take it all. There you go, BW. Nice going. 705 on SoFi now, just off 17 cents. GameStop down 14. Nvidia 882, Adobe 492, Donald Trump down 36 cents here, and the Dow is off 440, not 490. We're jumping around a little right now. Okay. Sell-off of treasuries on stronger U.S. economic data, which is spreading across the globe. Very interesting. The U.S. economy is very strong right now, and this is a direct result of the Biden presidency, believe it or not. The Biden presidency, where he doesn't post on Twitter. He doesn't have impromptu press conferences on the way to the helicopter every day. Very low-key guy. Just the way you want presidents to be. Low-key guys. Girls, please. Calm. We want calm leadership. I don't need a show. Don't need a show. I've got TV to watch. It's okay. I don't want a show. Just make things happen. 706 on SoFi. We're up again. 880, 182 on Nvda. There we are. Just, yeah. Slow, steady hand, stability, calmness, resolve. That's what I want. Just give me that. That's perfect for the markets. Perfect. Markets live for this. It's good. Anyway. We'll do what we can. We'll watch what we can. We'll see what happens. Whether you like it or not, I don't know. It's the way it is. We're down 104 on AI. Spires are down 41 cents. The spiders are still down 4.90. The Qs are down 5.98. Uber down $1. Apple down just 92 cents. Enphase down $4. AMD down 6.79. Netflix off 6.62. Tesla down $10 at 165. Matterport down a dime. SmartRent down 3.5. ATIP down 11. Unity down 97. Google down 235. Moderna down $1.10. Cisco down 42. Pfizer down 14. IBM down 177. HPQ down 35. Microsoft off 516 at 419 a share. The low 419 a share. We're right there at the low at the moment. Amazon down $1.91. Home Depot down $3.90. Vanix Semiconductors down $4.60. Goldman Sachs down $4.30. Boeing down $1.50. Meta up $1.61. Facebook has turned around from a $4.84 low to a $4.93 market. We have turned up $9 on Facebook in 5 minutes. Something's going on. Yeah, there's buyers here on Bargoon stocks. They're beginning to show up now. Target down 2. JP Morgan down 27 cents. Costco down $6. Walmart down 42 cents. Disney down $1. American Airlines at $14.62 down 78 cents. AMC down 6.5 to 307. DraftKings down $1.28. Royal Caribbean down $4. 136.59. Way overpriced for what they're delivering. But hey, it is what it is. This market is goofy, and what can I say? Down 463 on the Dow Jones. SoFi 706 down 15. Nvidia down 1990 at 883 going to 884 on Nvidia. Nvidia is improving, now up almost $7 from the lows. Almost up 7 from the lows on Nvidia today. All right. We'll see what's going on. The Dow, Trump media is off 81 cents. Adobe 492.60 down 940. Nvidia 884 down 1945. SoFi 708, another couple of pennies higher. SoFi volume at 708, 6.7 million. This is near the high of the day of 709. We're only off 14 cents. There you go. 697 was the low. 11 cent recovery. Almost half of the losses have been recovered on SoFi and we're 30 minutes into the market. There you go. We had a little sell-off, and now the bargain hunters are coming in, scooping up cheap paper. GameStop 1176 down 23, Rocket Lab 391, AI down 90, Spire down 38. Okay, the early 30 minutes point here, and we may have stopped dropping. The S&P now is down only 1%, not 1.1. NASDAQ was down 1.5. It's now 144. The Dow was down 125. It's now down 1.18. Little tiny green shoots are showing in here. Some nibbling coming in from some buyers. Lorraine, I'm number 157 on your thumbs ups meter, Uncle Bruce. Thank you, Lorraine. Juan, 709, Bruce. Yep, 709. Coming on again. SoFi picking up a little more, down just 12, 13 cents on the session. Looks like half the losses have pretty well been taken out on SoFi, and we're 32 minutes into the session, so it's not a big deal. We're watching that Dow closely, down 461 at the moment. Cheers! Coffee time! Welcome all. I needed that. Oil up 96 cents. It was up $1.50, $1.20. Now it's only up 96 cents. 884 on Nvda. 884. Okay. SoFi 710. 710 on SoFi. Volume is now 711 and 6.9 million. So we're not even at 7 million. We've had about 2 or 3 million go through here in the last 5 minutes, and we've climbed about a dime in the 5-10 minutes here. So we're definitely improving. 710, 711 on SoFi. GameStop 1177 at the moment. The low of the session 1165 on 900,000 volume. Nothing burger there. We're running out of paper, I think. I think so. I think we're running out of stock coming in for sale. Judge acquired another 250 SoFi at 705. Stealing. Richard just got more Rocket Lab at 389. Oh, nice job. 389. Nice steal. Taking paper off the market. Oh my God. Anyone selling Rocket Lab 390? I don't get it. What are you doing? The company's just about to turn a profit. So successful. $1 billion in back orders. I mean, they got more back orders than they're worth. I mean, geez. Well, not quite. They're worth $2 billion. They got over $1 billion in back orders. They did that beautiful underwriting, that cap call deal. I love that deal. Stock is headed for $8. It's a fact. It's going to $8. Not today, obviously. JR Alberta Wheeling message on Discord for you. There you go. Alberto JR, gotcha. Okay, thank you, my friend. 421 dump on the Dow. We're improving, actually. We were down 485. We're down 420. 47-point drop at S&P. We're back fifth of a percentage point. We're down 0.9 instead of 1.1%. So the S&P is improving. NASDAQ's improving. It was down 1.55. It's down 1.29 now. That's coming on. The Dow approaching 1% drop instead of 1.2% drop. Also coming on. SoFi 711. GameStop down just 12 cents, 1186. Nvda 884 to 885. Down 1880 a share. We're going to be $8. Here we go. 885. We're less than $8. We've improved by $8 from the low on Nvidia. Just so you know. Improvement. Even Adobe is picking up a little bit here. Adobe hit a low of 491. It's now 493. So Adobe has turned around a couple of bucks here just in the last 5 minutes. The Dow down 419. It's improving a little more. S&P improving again, down less than 0.9 of a percentage point. And NASDAQ down 212. Lots of watching here. Job openings are staying at 8.8 million. Labor market, lots of job openings. 8.8 million jobs still available, unfilled. This is a strong indication right here. Very, very strong. All right. 884, 885 on Nvidia. SoFi 711. We're trying to get to 712 on SoFi. 713 already has been touched already. We have been within a dime of the yesterday's close on SoFi. So SoFi is improving, over 7 million traded now. 7-Eleven. Juan, I just picked up 500 shares of Rocket Lab, $3.91. You are right. This is an $8 company. Thank you. That is correct. Alberto replied. He says, I have replied. There you go. Adobe down 8.5, Nvidia down 19.60, SoFi down 11 cents, GameStop down 14. We're seeing improvements. A little here, a little there, a little here, a little there. Just it's beginning. It's beginning to show. AI down just 77. It's not down $1 anymore. Uber only down 50 cents. It was down $1 something. Apple only down 91. We're improving. Netflix was down $6-7, down $4.80 now. Tesla was down 12. It's down $9. We're improving there as well. Okay. Unity down 94 cents. Google down $2. Moderna down $1. Okay. IBM 176 is a down dip there. Microsoft still at 418.98. Microsoft's low 418.40 has not yet improved. Might be getting ready to, but we're 418.98 on Microsoft. Amazon only down $1.80. Interesting. Meta is at $490 after hitting 484. So we've got a big turnaround on Facebook. Everybody, thank you all. Welcome all to the party, pals. 7-Eleven on your SoFi. And JR says, thank you, Bertie. James, Burnaby Fishing. I picked up 500 SoFi at $6.98 on the open. Thank you, gamblers. Thank you, losers. The VIX is up 11% today, says Deep Value of the option. Watching all kinds of stuff here. 11.91 on GameStop. We're down 8 cents. That's it on GameStop. We're just down 8 cents on GameStop. 11.91. Rocket Lab 3.91, down 16. Bargoon, SoFi 7-Eleven on 7.38 million at the moment. Nvidia 8.83, jumping around dollars now, just $1 or $2 every couple of trades. 4.93 on Adobe after touching 491.30 at the moment. Okay. Following this too. Okay. Dow down 430. S&P down 51. The Nasdaq down 227. Okay. Thank you all for popping in and joining the group today, joining this channel, saying hello wherever you are. Tell me, where are you watching me from? Where are you people? Are you on holidays? Let me know where you are. What's your temperature in your hometown where you are at? 160 thumbs ups have now come through. Thank you for the 160 thumbs ups. Fabulous. All welcome to the gang today. There we go. Thank you all. All right, we got what do we got here? Bobby is saying, I rolled a put credit spread on ELF, 155, 170, April 12th to 150.65, April 26th, and I got 60 extra bucks to do it. So nice. You're pushing those contracts further away, and you got money to do it. And all you had to do was come up with 2 weeks of time. That's easy going. Bought back 154, rewrote at 201. There you go, getting paid. You do this every couple of weeks. Thank you very much. Sure. Indefinite. Richard, Corona, California today, buddy. 46. That's where I'm at, Corona. Bobby Atkinson, approximately 60, I guess, is what I think our temperature is right now. Vilbus, I'm in St. Paul, Minnesota, where it is currently 35 Fahrenheit and snowing. We have got weird weather everywhere. April 2nd, we have snow in St. Paul, Minnesota going on right now. SoFi 710, Nvidia 882, Adobe 493, GameStop 1188, down 11 cents. Yeah, let me know, where are you watching me from, you guys? Where are you? And say hi. It'd be great to join you, have you join us. Thank you all for being here. Lots to follow today for sure. Is this market running out of gas on the sell side? Are we about to see a pop higher? Are we going to gain 150 Dow points at any moment? It can happen. The computer trading can kick in anytime. If selling dries out, you get buy programs come in. So we'll watch for that. Thank you all. Alrighty. Uncle Bruce, lessons 7, 8, and 9 are just amazing. Thank you for all you do for us. That's good. I'm glad to see you doing these. This is there. It's available to you. It's 3 years of lessons now that are available, kids. It will last you a lifetime. Judge, I put on a credit spread on Microsoft for May 17th expiry. I'm into 350, 375s. Right on. Microsoft, 350, 375 spread. The stock, Microsoft, is 418.50. So it's pretty good. Writing a 375 put, buying a 350 put. Nice going, Judge. Hector, in the Mexican Riviera right now, it's 24 degrees overnight, but I'm heading to 32 degrees afternoon. This is Celsius. 24 Celsius is about 78 degrees. 32 will put you at about 90, 88, 90. Pretty nice. Rail, sunny in Winnipeg, Manitoba. It's 1 degree Celsius in the peg. Thank you, Rail, for being here. 1 degree in the peg today. Oh, my gosh. Microsoft, 418. Way to go, Judge. Putting on the trade, a $25 spread. And I would imagine the credit was pretty good. Well done, sir. Easy money. Just easy money there. Easy money there. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. 710 on SoFi. GameStop 1180. We're jumping back and forth, back and forth. Man, U.S. factory orders rise in February after 2 straight monthly declines. You can't drop interest rates with that. You can't drop interest rates with 8.8 million job openings. You can't drop interest rates with that. Too strong of an economy. America's doing too well. You know, that's the problem with you Americans. You're doing too well. That's your problem. And yet you talk to average Americans and they're complaining. They're complaining. Go for a little plane ride. Go to Europe. Go to South America. Head to Asia. Take a look at the rest of the planet and then come back home. Surprise, surprise, you're not doing too bad at all. Why are the markets near record highs? They don't have to set record highs every day, but they're doing okay. Anyway, it is what it is. 879 in Nvidia. We're giving a little ground back on a pullback. Are we going to hit a newer low than this morning, or are we bouncing from here higher again to a new higher high? We'll find out. We're not going anywhere. I'm here. You're here. Let's see what gives. 481 dip on the Dow, 59 on S&P, and 250 on NASDAQ. We're back to the lows of the session, or awfully close to the lows. The Dow has been down to 39,055, and we're at 39,089. We're almost 1,000 points away from 40,000. We were within 150 or so not too long ago. Now we're almost 1,000 away from 40,000 on the Dow. So just to put it in perspective, now that's only 2.5% below the 40,000 mark. 1,000 points, not the end of the world. Probably sets up for a larger rally beyond 40,000 to 41,000. We'll find out. Adobe 492, Nvidia 879.79. 878 right now. SoFi 710, GameStop 1175, Rocket Lab 389.5. Real USA and Canada have a lot of job openings. Yeah, they sure do. No healthcare workers anywhere. That's right. There are demands. The hospitals across Canada, the clinics, doctors' offices, dental offices, eye care. You name it. There's job openings in healthcare everywhere. Good paying jobs, really good paying gigs. USA, same thing. It is what it is. Maybe there's a bunch of job openings out there because of how many of my viewers have become self-employed. I have almost 81,000 subscribers. Could it be that 40,000 of my subscribers are self-employed? and could be working in the workforce. Maybe that's what. Maybe you guys are making so much money writing options that you're not working in the economy. Now, my thinking though is if you're making a lot of money writing options, you're spending money and you're creating jobs. So actually, you're a benefit to your country, whether it's Canada, here, UK, Europe, anywhere else. You're spending dough that you're making. You're creating jobs elsewhere, and you're good for the economy. So congratulations, pat yourselves on the back for adding wealth to your community and your country. Well done, everyone here. Stock Markets with Bruce. Gotta say, you gotta admit, boy, when you're a winner, you're a winner. You can't hide the fact that you're winners. That's all there is to it. 165 thumbs ups, 35 away from 200. Thank you, everybody, for coming in here and kicking that thumbs up button. There's 238 of you here. There's only about 60 slackers. Maybe 70 of you are slackers. Not bad, although you know who is waiting for you in the hallways. He's just waiting for you to come around the corner. Strickland, he'll give you a pink slip if you don't give us a thumbs up. Come on, help us out. One more thing. You see that little location right there? That's the Outback Steakhouse in Ontario, California. Back in the background back there onto the right, I believe that might be an image of the Ontario Mills Mall. I could be wrong. It could be another warehouse, but we are on the ring road surrounding the Ontario Mills Mall. And on April the 13th, Saturday, April the 13th at noon, this patio will be dominated by viewers of this channel because we have a meet and greet. Come and meet me and Auntie Jen in person. Come by and say hi. We are buying you lunch, and we'll start off with that wonderful bread that they have. They warm that up for us. You just cut a couple slices of that off, and you put that soft butter on there. Oh, it's like warm butter on a piece of bread. Oh, baby, that's good stuff. Come and join us. Saturday, April the 13th, live at the Outback Steakhouse for a meet and greet. We'd love to have you come by and see us, and bring your camera and do some selfies. And we'll talk stock options. And we'll talk about SoFi. We'll talk about Alberto. We'll talk about Beach Boy behind their backs because they won't be there. We'll talk about it. Yeah, that'll be fun. They won't know anything. Yeah, it'll be great. Oh, it'll be great. Thank you all. Come on by and say hi. Love to see you there. Juan, I just sold a $25 AI cash secured put. I just wrote it for Jan 25. They just gave me $600. $600 to create an AI put. This is good. The stock's $25.56. Juan puts up $2,500 and collects $600 against it right now. And Juan is saying to the AI people, you want to sell me your stock at $25 a share until January, 8 months from now? Give me $600 right now, $6 a share, and I'll buy your stock off you at 25. That's like Juan paying $19 for AI stock. This is a nice little hit here, nice return. This is, what is this? $600 on $2,500. This is a lovely little return here. Well done. Definitely well done. Is this 20? Is this 25%? Just about, isn't it? Man, oh man, how do you sleep at night, Juan? I don't understand it. I mean, if you could do 10 of those, you'd bring in $6,000 against $25,000 for 8 months. You're not getting that return from your bank in a CD anywhere. No one is getting this from a bank, period. $600 to write cash secured put at 25 a share. That is a sweet deal. That is a sweet deal. DH Ruda, neat, Splair, just in case. I'm wishing you all a good day. Thank you, Splair. Brian, GameStop is all over. I want to wait for it to settle to roll. Spreads are wide right now. One, thanks to you, Uncle B. $600 just came in. That pays for 4 lessons right there. 4 lessons are paid for with a $600 cash injection. This pays for 2 years of being a Gold Bagel member. This is on one contract. One contract. If you could write 20 of those, you get 50 grand. You can write 20 of those cash secured puts and haul in $12,000 against 50,000. 24% return in your hands. Now you can do whatever you want with that 24 grand. Leave it there. Buy something with it. Use it to write cash secured puts on SoFi, maybe. Use it to write a cash secured put on Unity. Use it to, whatever you want. How about that? I'd want to do credit spread trading on Nvda. You got 24 grand that just came in. You can do 12 put credit spreads with a $20 spread. I mean, there's ways to leverage your returns here. Welcome to the party, everybody. Not at all. We get crap from our banks. We don't get anything like this. 24% on my money for 8 months. You know what that is annualized? I think that's 32%. I could be wrong. That's a substantial return on your money. Thank you very much. 2,500 is all you need to do that trade for one contract. 5 grand, you can do them. You can do 2 of them. What is it? 10 grand, you can do 4 of them. $2,400 against $10,000. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming out, everybody. Wow, this is pretty cool bean stuff. Making money from these gamblers. Unbelievable. 175 thumbs ups. Thank you so much. 175. We're only 25 away from 200 thumbs ups. Way to go, everybody. Coming through for us. Appreciate it very much. Man, this is good stuff. Well done, everybody. 710 on SoFi. Nvidia 879. The low of the day. We did hit a new low, 876. We're back to 879. Very interesting pattern on Nvidia today. We'll see how it works out. Look at the Dow. We're only down 409. The Dow has come back 50, 60 points here in the last couple minutes. We're back up again. Still down 409, but it's coming up. 53-point drop on S&P, 239 on the NASDAQ, apparently. Lots to watch here. Here we go. Let's see if I can make this happen over here. Yes, 415 drop on the Dow, 53 S&P, 234 on NASDAQ, oil up $1.06 a barrel. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Rocket Lab down 18, GameStop down 32, SoFi down 11 cents. We're down 24 on Nvidia, now down 22 on Nvidia. We just hit 880. Adobe 494, trying to get to 495. We're down 739 or so. And Adobe's improving. The low on Adobe today, 491. We're back to almost 495. And Nvidia, the low was 876. We're at 880.74 now. $4 recovery in just 5 minutes. And SoFi 711 here. GameStop 1167. The Dow down 401. We're about to break the 400 barrier. Coming the other direction on the Dow, perhaps. 1.02% dip on the Dow. We're coming on a bit. Thank you all for joining in, letting me know where are you watching me from. How you doing on your trades? Are any of you putting any of these credit spreads together? Are you doing any cash secured put writing today? Are you able to buy back calls you wrote last week, the week before, a month or two ago? Are you able to move into different calls, bring in additional cash? Are there some of you out there bringing in money into your account today? Because there are some stocks giving you this opportunity. I don't know how long it will last. Justin, I think I saw short interest was up to 25% on SoFi. This is insane. I tell you, the slingshot is being pulled on SoFi. This is going to have one hell of a snapback rally. These shorters are going to be in big trouble. So 713 on SoFi. We're down 9 cents on SoFi. We're coming on again. The shorters are just asking to get annihilated on this thing. I tell you. I tell you. Where I saw the last I saw was 23.2% short interest. I wouldn't be surprised if we're over 25 with the dark pools going on. There's so much shorting going on SoFi. I don't know why, because what's the upside for a shorter from 713, 14 right now? Is it going to go to 614? Is there like $1 in it? Are you willing to risk a $5 up move for a $1 down move? Are you willing to risk a $10 up move for a dollar down move? You're going to get wiped out. There are people who are short SoFi that are going to get badly injured. But they don't watch this channel, so I can't help these guys if they don't watch what we're talking about. They're on their own, man. They're vulnerable to whatever happens to them. Not much we can do about that. 177 thumbs ups, 23 away from 200. Thank you all very, very much for being here today. Very much appreciated. Wow, dude, neat. There you go. The 879 in Nvidia trying to get back to 880, 495 trying to get to 496 on Adobe, 712 to 715 range now on SoFi, down less than a dime, and GameStop 1165 trying to come on with another rally. If there's going to be one, the low is right here, 1164.65. This is it. Will there be a rally? 1.2 million. Traded on GameStop. SoFi volume now 8.53 million. 714 is the high of the day, just hit about a minute or two ago. We're on the edge of a run, perhaps, on SoFi. You think, eh? Untamed Viking, you'd think the shorter would learn from GameStop. You'd think so, but they don't. They get greedy. They think they're so smart. Real, can institution lend out the same shares to move more than one short seller? Not really. I don't think so. I'm not. If I read that right, you can only short what you got. You can only lend what you got. Okay. Let's see. AI down 75. We've got Apple down 88 cents. These are fractional losses on some pretty big stocks. We could have a turnaround at any time. We're down 413 on the Dow. We've kind of stopped falling for the last half an hour. We've stopped dropping here. S&P 52 points lower. We're not dropping any further. We've stopped. NASDAQ 229. We're down 229. That's it. That's it. There's nothing more happening. There isn't more stock for sale. It's stopped. It's drying up, I think. Well, okay. We'll see. Let's find out. We could easily have a 150-point rally on the Dow in like 15 minutes. Easy. We could be only down 250 at any time and go from there. So don't think we can't see an up move of significant proportions. There are bargain hunters on the sidelines watching and waiting, just looking for whatever sign they're looking for. I don't know what it is, but somewhere I think SoFi is tipping their hand. It's trying to get back to 715 here to be down only 7 cents. There's a sign. Adobe 496. There's a sign right there, 496. Down 578 on Adobe. We were down to 491. We've come back $5 a share on Adobe. There's a sign. Even the Donald Trump stock is up $2. There's a sign. Buyers are waiting to come in. What can I say? Anyway, there you go. Earl Harwell, it's going to be more expensive to short SoFi. I agree. I think you're right. I think you're dead right on that. All right. Thank you all for popping in here. Nvidia 881. It just popped. Just popped up like $3. Thumbs up, 178 now. 178 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. 714 on SoFi. That's the high of the day right now. SoFi is at its high of the day right now. 715. Here we are, 8.7 million. We're at the high of the day, and only 8.7 million. We don't have 25 million going through. Only 8.7 in the first hour. This is extremely quiet for SoFi. This is a sign that there is not a sell wave here. GameStop in the first hour, 1.3 million shares. This is a nothing burger. There's nothing coming in to worry about here. We're not getting this heavy volume to get out, actually. I think that the bargain hunters are swimming around looking for their opportunity to jump in on cheap paper. SoFi, they've already popped it back to 715. So looks to me like we're improving here. Stephen Butler, neat. SoFi announcing the conference call for April 29. I take this as a good sign, and so do I. This is a very good sign. I thought we would have this May 6th or 7th, and now we find out it's April 29. Most interesting. Neat, says Steve. There you go. April 29. That is a Monday morning. That is a first thing Monday morning call here. This is going to be something. This is going to be something. Tells me that the run-up for SoFi stock starts a week sooner than we would have thought. So instead of a run-up in the last week of April, we may have a run-up in the third week of April. That's like a week and a half, 2 weeks from now. Just saying. That could happen. Okay. I wouldn't get in front of that Mack truck right now. If that thing starts rolling, we're gone. 714 on SoFi. Yeah. Okay. Most interesting. I think it might be time to honor the Knights of Knee. It just might be time for those Knights of Knee to be acknowledged by us, humble followers, for their guidance and overall power over these markets. Untamed Viking knows exactly what I'm talking about. Neat. Stephen Butler's on there. Howdy, partner. We're on it. The knee emojis are popping up here. Deep value of the options. Neat. Here they come, kids. You newbies. If you were a member of this channel, you would be allowed to pop these emojis up to the Knights of Knee. And Richard and Juan know what's going on. Deep value know. Real knows. If you honor the Knights of Knee, all is well in the garden. Corinne, neat. Splair, neat. They know what they're talking about here. You don't mess with the Knights of Knee. Don't mess with these guys. They'll come and get you. It'll be bad. I'm amazed at how many people actually would dare to make the Knights of Knee angry. I can't imagine it. You do not want to make this guy angry. It's a waste of your time. You will be crushed. All crusaders must bow to the powers of the Knights of Knee. They need shrubbery. You must honor the Knights of Knee without any question whatsoever. Just don't take your life into your hands. John Gill knows if you honor the Knights, then you will pick up many of Uncle Bruce's classes. It's a known fact. There you go. Thank you, Deep Value, for clarifying that for everybody. John Anderson, neat. Here we go, baby. Yes, sir. Brian is there. Here come the Knights of Knee emojis from all over the world to let the Knights of Knee know we are aware of their powers. Uncle Bruce BW is asking, NASDAQ went up since October 23, nonstop. Now the past 5 weeks is just going sideways. Magnificent Seven and many other tickers. Any chance this sideways action is funds rotating out of them into other bargains? Perhaps. It's possible. There's always rotation going on somewhere. But sometimes it's between the seven into the other seven. You know, one guy gets out of number one, gets into number seven, gets out of number two, gets into number six, number three to number five. And so on and so on. That can happen too. It can be kind of crazy that way. We just have to allow these markets to do what they're doing. But reality, we're down 429 on the Dow, still down here, 1% though. That's all. S&P down 1%, Nasdaq down 1.4. But we could turn this thing on a dime at any time. 712 on SoFi. It seems to be inching higher bit by bit, even though the markets are flat down here. SoFi just seems to be improving a little more. I wonder if that's going to happen across the board. Are we going to get one of these 200 or 300 point rallies in the Dow? All of a sudden, the bargain hunters take over this market. We're an hour and what are we now? An hour and 5 minutes into this session, and we are down 425 on the Dow, and we've been worse than this. We're at 39,140. We got down to 39,055. So we are, 85 points better than this morning, if not more than that. We're definitely in trouble, in a better move here. Yeah, we're up 85 points from the low. A 100-point rally from here would be a nothing burger, an absolute nothing burger, and that can be on an algorithmic program that could kick in and just run things. So we'll watch for that. I'll keep an eye on this market. You will too. We know. Deep value. Neat, Larry Titus. Neat. That's right. The knee emojis are here. Thank you again, everybody, for helping out with this channel's promotion, hitting the thumbs up button, letting your friends know that we're here. We have 184 thumbs up. We need 16 more to get to 200. We love hitting 200 every day. So if you can find it, find that button for me, nail that thing, get us over 200 thumbs ups. That is appreciated. Thank you all for following me all the time. Thank you for the classes that you're taking. Congratulations, you class takers. Any one of you want a one-on-one, let me know. We'll get together. I'll be watching this market closely all day today, as I always do. If you have any questions for me, send me a private email. And don't forget, if you become a Gold Bagel member of this channel, send me an email. I'll get you a link to the Discord channel, and you can become a member over there as well and follow the gang after my shows are done. Okay, everybody? Oh, man, thank you, Larry, and Deep Value, and thank you, BW. Thank you, Brian, John Anderson, John Gill. Thank you, DH Ruda. Juan, Richard Carlin, thank you. Howdy, partner, thank you. Untamed Viking, Stephen Butler, Earl Harwell. Guys, thank you so much. Justin Clark. Dude, thank you. Splair, of course. Juan. The names just keep going by. I appreciate you all for being here. Have a great rest of your day today. And let's keep an eye on this market. See what's going on. Nvidia just popped up to 881. Here we go again. 496. We're trying to go to 497 on Adobe. Adobe's trying to pop up a little more. 712 on your SoFi, down just a dime. That's all. Just a dime. GameStop 1162. When do we run this thing? At any time? I think so. 405 on the Dow. Look at that. Dow 397. The Dow is only down 397. We just broke 400. It took an hour and 8 minutes, but here we are. The S&P is less than 1% lower. The NASDAQ is less than 1.4% lower. They're all coming up a little bit right now. We got a little rally going on. Might be the beginning of a rally here. Bingo, says Alberto. Bingo, see? There you go. 394 on the Dow. We're up again. We're coming back on again. 496 on Adobe. 881 to 882 on Nvidia. This is $6 higher than the low. Just like that. Very quickly. The turnaround can be savage. You don't want to miss it. 391 dip on the Dow now. From 440, 460. Look at that improvement here. The S&P is down 50, barely down 50, down 222 on NASDAQ. Kids, what can I say? This market wants to go higher. SoFi just climbed up a little bit. 713 just moved up again. SoFi's high of the day, 715. We're just about there right now on 10.5 million volume. Nothing for sale. 714. It's nothing for sale. 714 on your SoFi, a penny away from the high of the session right now. 1158 on GameStop, waiting for a rally. 391, almost 392 on Rocket Lab. Rocket Lab got down to 389. It's popped back a little bit. 4.1 million volume. Interesting developments in these markets. Down 394 on the Dow, 51 on S&P, and 228 on NASDAQ. Okay, everybody? We'll keep an eye on it. You'll keep an eye on it, and we'll keep each other posted. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk to you later, everybody. Thank you. It's Bruce from Palm Desert, Auntie Jen from Palm Desert. Thank you all. See you next time. Bye for now.